anything like me, then you have been seeing these countertop hydroponic system being sold and advertised everywhere. But for me, I really wanted to know, is it actually worth it? I think the intrigue of these hydroponic systems is that you can grow indoors no matter the weather, no matter what time of year it is, it doesn't matter. Like, my main thought is, will this make enough of an impact for the price and for the time it takes for this stuff to grow? So I did a little experiment and compared this lettuce to a soil grown indoor lettuce to see what the differences were, the pros and the cons, and really take it in side by side of the effort that I needed versus the payout and the yield. You are new here. Me and my husband are backyard gardeners. We rent, we live in a duplex, and our current goal is to try to grow all of our food in our backyard. For us, indoor gardening hydroponic systems are intriguing because we want to have the ability to learn how to grow things all year round. So what is hydroponics? Hydroponics is a soilless way to grow things, in short. We're going to talk about the setup, what it comes with, what it does not come with, and then just the functions and the logistics of this actual machine. Now, the name of this brand is Ahope Garden. You can find this on TikTok Shop, but this is also on Amazon if you're not a TikTok Shop person. So this machine comes with 12 spaces, and I do not recommend filling up all 12 spaces, just because you can already see, I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've only got 8 spaces filled up. Now, I'm sure if you grew smaller things like cilantro or maybe like a basil, that it might be a little bit better. But these leafy greens and things that like to flare out are gonna take up a lot of space because they're just probably about an inch apart. Cut and come again like lettuce. Honestly, that might be really, really cool if you did it just all lettuce, or even maybe like some all bok choy, and you were just like harvesting it for the leaves. That might be a really cool way to go. But if you're doing different things in here, you just really want to be aware of the spacing so that the plant can still thrive, to its best ability. Let's talk about what it comes with. It comes with the tank, the light, the sponge that the seed goes into, and then the containers. Here, I will take one out real quick. I just planted this one. This is Tulsi basil, but you can see that has a brown medium. That's a sponge, and then you can kind of see some of the little roots starting to grow and develop. That this does not come with is seeds. So I had to pick out my own seed, which is fine because I've had that. But if you're a person and you are new to growing and you're like, what? It would be helpful if companies did send you some seeds, because there are things that you do not and cannot grow in here for success. If you want a list of things that I personally think will do well in a hydroponic system, I will leave all of that below in the description. After everything is set up, after I put my seeds in, there is a cute little dome that goes right on top of it, and it helps to trap that moisture humidity dome. You will still take it off once you see it actually has sprouted. And start seeing those 4th set of leaves start coming out, I would just add the plant food and then do that every 2 weeks. All you're gonna do is just make sure that this thing stays watered. To actually work and use this is the power buttons up here. So you've got a power button on and off. You've got the pump. The pump is what is going to make sure that the water has enough oxygen. So it's just pumping the water and the oxygen. That's also gonna help with any algae that might be growing on there. Also, 2 different settings of light. There is a vegetation light and there's like a fruiting light, and they have 2 different hour-long settings. One is 16 hours on, and then there is one that is 22 hours on. So I personally just go with 16 hours on, 8 hours off, because that's usually what's recommended. And these have done really, really good. Now, when I planted these, I also started plants in soil. So the only thing that I have the same in here and also in the soil is the lettuce. So honestly, the lettuce grew the same. The only thing is that this thing is just so much more convenient. Oftentimes I would forget to water this, or somehow something would happen to the light, because this little thing lives upstairs in my kitchen under a grow light just so I can clip it. So if you see back here, like I've already like harvested some here. Honestly, it grew the same, but this is just so much more convenient. It really is. So if you are trying to grow like this much lettuce, you very much could just put all of this lettuce and do a cut and come again. Really, depending on your machine is going to really base and limit what you can grow. I have seen things where people are able to grow really, really big tomatoes because it has the ability to, just because how the thing is made. But when I planted this, I very much had in mind, one, things that I often use, things that maybe go to seed really, really easily because it's hot outside. So in the back, I've got some Tulsi basil, and I've also got some cilantro. So a lot of herbs, your thyme, maybe oregano, ooh, some sage would really, really do well in here. I also like these bok choys. It's really, really good because all you have to do is just harvest those outer leaves, and it's gonna continue to keep growing until it's just not gonna grow anymore. I think that a tabletop hydroponic system is worth it. I completely do. I love growing all the stuff I do outside, but it is very convenient to be able to have cilantro, or if I want to make a little Tulsi basil tea and it's right there. I think that this is so helpful no matter what time of year it is. So as much as I love my backyard garden, I am so excited to kind of jump into the world of hydroponics, because this is, I think, a game changer. So thank you so much, you guys, for being here. Let me know, do you like these hydroponic systems? Would you get one? Do you think it's worth it? Honestly, I love this thing. I am so glad that I actually got it because it's gonna be really fun. As always, friends, you are awesome, you are wonderful, you are dope, and I am so, so thankful for you. Bye.